Hey everyone, Value Add Mike here today to discuss the key roles for a general partnership team. For those who don't know, my name is Mike Taravella, Value Add Mike, and me and my business partners manage over $100 million in commercial real estate. And today I wanted to share the different roles within a syndication from the general partnership view. I know you can see a lot of different team members and everyone sets up their syndications differently, but there's generally 3 to 4 roles for each syndicator and operator's point of view. The first role is generally the deal finder or the acquisitions person. This person's, what they bring to the table is that they have a lot of broker connections. They either find deals by calling through brokers or have a direct-to-seller campaign, and they work hitting the phones, underwriting deals, and making sure that the deals that make sense for you, for their investing team. So this person is generally there at the beginning of the deal. They help get it through close, help with due diligence, and really make sure that the deal is sound from an investment thesis. But generally, you may not hear from them later in the deal because they're out busy finding the next deal. The next role that's super critical when it comes to syndications is investor relations. Now, with these members of the team, they have a large Rolodex of investors that are looking to place capital in their next deals. So they can generally raise, I'd say, anywhere from $500,000 to upwards of much larger checks, but I'd say $500,000 to $1 million is that cutoff in which you can be considered a head of investor relations. So yes, they do a lot of the capital raise at the beginning, but also you should see them providing updates to their investors, whether it be investor statements, whether it be webinars on a quarterly basis to update their investors to make sure that they're performing at the level that they need to. So the investor relations also works hand in hand with the next role as the asset manager. Now, the asset manager's role is to help make sure that the deal is going profitably and making sure that they are overseeing or coordinating with the property manager to make sure the effective rents are hitting their targets. The leasing is up to speed when it comes to occupancy levels. They're not overspending on expenses, especially now during everything going up drastically in the inflationary environment. The asset manager, yes, does have weekly calls with the property manager generally, but there's a lot of follow-up in which if a property isn't performing, you want to see your asset manager be close to boots on ground or have a system in place in which they can execute that business plan from there on. And then lastly, the last role is generally can be embedded with the investor relations, but it's super important that you have a team member that is the key principal. And this team member is generally a high net worth individual in which their net worth has at least the loan balance and has post-close liquidity, which means they have up to 10% or more liquidity after the deal closes, because the banks want to make sure that their investment is protected, and if the deal does go south, that they're going to go for that team member if the deal is personally guaranteed. So it's super critical that you understand the different investments and what the roles of each team member, who's fulfilling those roles, and most importantly, given our market cycle, is understanding who's managing the boots on the ground with the property managers to execute that business plan. So if this video gave you any value, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and please make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter updates in the description. So until then, we'll see you next time.